Hello and welcome to another session of the epic story of Toluca Sabbat. Before we start, there is one thing I would like to mention. Nietzsche has decided to, for now, leave the Chronicle to take care of his schoolwork and to avoid scheduling conflicts with that. And, well, while we look forward to playing with him in the future when he is free, it doesn't mean that for now we have a slot open for, well, we're looking for people. If there's anyone watching this who might be interested and we still haven't found anyone, you may just drop a comment on this video or something, I don't know. I do read my comments when I get them. So, yeah. Meanwhile, last session, Daniel acquired the face of Alexander and slaughtered a whole bunch of cops. So now there's a manhunt going on for someone with his original face, I believe. Good times. And well,
But yeah, did we even rule how the whole thing works with La Sombra flaw and Clan flaw?
Wait.
on
I remember the sequence now. They changed his face before sending him on the boon. So it's his current face that's on a manhunt.
oh, that's right. Good news.
Yeah, how does that work with the whole La Sombra
Digital
flaw?
cameras work on La Sombra. They're slightly hazy, but they work. Ones that are based on film or mirrors or that kind of crap don't. So on a, I don't know, if they used old school cinematic cameras, like to film a movie, it would do absolutely nothing, right? At best there would be a heat haze or a vague shadow in there and that's it. But on this, it's like a really grainy, crappy picture, but enough that it's recognizable. And it does mean one fun thing. One very, very fun thing. I want you to roll your aspects rating, Satan, after you learn of this. Did Daniel tell you what happened?
Let's see. If I remember right, not only did he tell me what happened, but I did my normal stuff to try and figure out. Oh, what did you do? What happened? Oh, you're screwed.
Okay, in that case, you can roll your aspects rating at difficulty 5. Because this would be a really easy thing to pick up. Excellent! Well, you're up to 3 on aspects. Oh, your chance to survival are higher than I had hoped then. But in any case, you realize that Alexander's face is tied to the very mansion you're staying in. And that face is now a wanted mass murderer. Who is also tied to the supernatural, if, you know, people put a few things together with reports and stuff from the camera and shadows spilling out from the house on film and so on.
Aha.
So, your mind just instantly, you see the connections spreading out from this and how the ripples could also very easily come right back at you and this location.
I see.
You do see.
I see things. All kinds of things.
Do you see dead people though?
In your
Yes, actually, you
dreams?
can use aspects to see dead people. Well then. Only one thing left to do.
Yes. Kill him before it's too late.
That won't help. We wish it would, but it won't.
What we need to do is find someone with vicissitude and use them again.
No, that's not going to help much either.
They
There
There
have...
really is only one real thing that will help us a lot. I'm off into the town for a little while. Be back later. See ya. Have fun. Time to search for a new
Narrows his
hideout.
eyes.
Okay, so Satan has left. He just...
Temporarily.
His eyes glaze over for half a second and he just goes like, yeah, bye. How close to the morning was it when Daniel came back?
I don't really remember. I think
I
you
think
said
it was
only a
like
short time
very
had actually
close.
passed.
Okay, so we can say that Actual... Oh yes! He went to sleep with the corpses, then he came right back. That's true.
Yep.
Did I take over the night? Does anyone have any resources?
In theory or in actuality?
In actuality.
I have Sabbat resources 5.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, no. So Daniel, you are left standing there.
Well, I'm waiting for the. I'm going to wait for the blood to arrive.
Okay. Alright. Where are you waiting?
I'm going to be waiting with a. I'm going to be waiting, and I'm going to conceal my face with like a. What's it in English?
Shadow play.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about a word.
Shadow play is not a word. Jackalord, you're starting to confuse me, I think.
Let's constantly think of something else. Scarf. You know, the thing you put on to keep warm during winter.
Okay, keep adjusting things on your sheet, but use Alexander's token for the moment, just in case Bacon comes in. I want to scare him. And,
Damn shit.
and just whisper to me what you're gonna say to him, and I'll play it out with, with Bacon.
Okay.
For the lols, because he knows you as the Infernalist monster in character, right?
Maybe.
Uh-huh.
I'm still going to end up killing him, aren't I?
You know,
Possibly.
if you do that, I'm not gonna stop you.
If he goes and nobody tries to go and attack me, I'm so going to brutally murder him.
Okay. Alright. So Satan is out. Where are you waiting? In the front room, in like the lobby? Or are you outside by the gate?
Front lobby, with a like scarf covering my face and wide hat and blah blah blah. You get the gist of it.
Okay. A good 15 minutes pass, and at that point, well, through the front door you see Ken heading towards the gate, coming around from the back of the house. Fuck off, Satan, you're not here. You see the truck from the butcher's pull up outside.
If I remember right, Ken was actually there for the conversation, though.
Okay, that's perfectly
I
fine.
wait for the truck to go away.
Meanwhile, Katrina comes down the stairs.
She was not.
Yes, she was not. Okay.
I'm pretty sure she saw him.
I think she ran last time. If I remember. I don't remember very well, though.
I'm pretty sure she saw me with Chris, with the epic.
I only remember Ken Cobb being part of the actual conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Might be true, though.
Oh, hey. You don't react?
No.
Daniel, that's you, right?
Yes.
Why are you hiding your face like that?
Police.
Uh-huh. Lower the scarf just for a second, please.
Sure. Lowers it. Not understanding what the fuck she's doing.
Okay. She backs around the corner rather hurriedly and vanishes from sight.
Fucking markings.
I don't know. Sometimes common sense will help too.
Hey, I don't know anything about this.
No, you actually do. Remember, we had a whole conversation about it.
Common sense is a merit. You should take it sometime.
Oh, I thought you were... But I'm pretty sure she was doing it there with the conversation.
I actually don't remember her
I'm
particularly.
pretty sure she was.
Either
I
one.
will look in the background. You do whatever.
One of them was.
Ken was
Pretty sure it
definitely.
was her.
I remember him.
So the truck has left, right?
Yes, Ken is meanwhile fucking around with the barrels at the moment.
I'm going to start carrying one of the barrels inside.
Oh hey. Oh,
Hi.
how strong are you? You're 4.
4.
In that case, yes, you can move them just fine.
Okay. Boo. Can I drink like 3 points of blood from there?
Sure, go ahead. Should probably set up a proper token for Katrina that gets set properly each time.
Oh, she was there. Huh. She didn't talk much during it then.
Hmm. Okay.
Also, I'm going to change the thing so it's proper now. Cause I have a higher max blood pool than than Alexander Turner in the goddamn
It
thing.
was tied to Alexander's thing, that's the reason.
Yes.
So don't change things on the token, just change them on your sheet. I'll ask you if it becomes necessary to.
Put them back as before.
I just love the fact that Twitch chat has 3 moderators and 1 fucking viewer. Like, keep an eye on that fucker, I don't trust him.
Apparently, we don't trust MCDC Tom.
Yeah, he's always been shifty.
Totally. It's not like he's the problem. One of the nicest viewers on the internet.
Katrina leans out, flinches as she sees your grotesque visage.
I actually am pretty nice looking to your appearance now.
Can you feel them?
The what?
The eyes!
No.
There are eyes in the sky, they're watching!
Okay.
Hide! She vanished around the wall and reobfuscates.
Let me just. Okay. I think I'm going to check the basement now. 'Cause she made me a cave-in, which gives me good reason to go and, check the basement. Because all of a sudden, if the cave-in tells me to hide, I should probably hide.
What's funny is, I'm not sure. This makes sense in character, right? Because he didn't listen before. Now he's listening now.
Yeah, he's learning.
Yay.
You should probably listen to Malkavians. They may be completely insane, but at times they can be somewhat sane.
Okay. So you go and hide in the basement.
Well, I'm going to search the basement.
Okay, roll perception investigation to find the library. It's a, given that the lock is still broken, it's a difficulty 5, I think, to push it open. To, not miss the door. Okay. You push against the back of the closet on the on a vague suspicion, and it slowly swings open, revealing a dimly lit room filled to the brim with books.
I have some occult.
Okay. You want to examine what's in here and how valuable it is?
Sure, let's do that.
Okay, intelligence occult then, please.
Difficulty?
How long do you want to spend on this?
I'm going to close the door properly and like put something against it so it doesn't open again like that.
Okay, what do you want to put against it? Let's...
One of the smaller bookshelves or something that's close by or something.
Okay, you grab 2 barrels and a bag of fertilizer and stack it against the door.
Sure.
Okay,
So I'm going to be rolling at 5 dice at what? If
Oh.
I'm spending like the next few hours in here or something.
then you can just roll at 6, I think, to get an in-depth view of it. Okay. As you... Let's see. Let's roll it like that. Roll your perception alertness.
Or at what? Difficulty 6, I presume?
Yes. Okay,
That-
as
that's
you
rolling
sit
twice.
down,
Apparently.
settling into a chair, it creaks and you hear someone go shh next to you. As you realize that the shadow in the dim lightning is actually another La Sombra vampire. Or someone who has obtained abrasion at the very least.
Oh
he
shit,
actually
I'm sorry.
failed.
I'm sorry for
Oh.
disturbing.
You did fail. I get it.
Yes, I failed.
Just quietly. I'm working.
I won't disturb you further. Goes over here somewhere. I'll read some books.
Okay. You are pretty sure, after spending several hours on this, that this is indeed an occult library, and it's a very thorough one. You're not entirely sure exactly what is and is not in here, but it is clear that it is very, very valuable, and there's good chance that if you need to find something, this is the place to go looking, in terms of supernatural stuff in any case.
Also, did he just realize that? Wait, there's a vampire in here. I'm going to go over here. And... Wait, who are you?
He looks up at you and flinches visibly. He says, through gritted teeth, you feel fear in his voice. Freeze! Which would be 1 success given your current willpower, I believe.
Yes, it would be.
He said, Alexander! Clutching at the chair's armrest. It
Oh, God.
splinters with the force.
Oh no, I'm not that guy. But being completely frozen. Well, for most part, frozen anyway. Like,
You only it's only 1 success. You'll
Yeah, you can clench it out
2
through your
seconds.
teeth.
I'm uses shadow play on one of his arms. I'm a Sombra, you know. I'm
He
down to read.
jumps out of the chair into a combat pose as you some shadows.
Like using shadow play, he'd know that that's not like anything dangerous.
Shadow play could be real dangerous. I don't know what you mean.
People have been choked by that to death.
Oh no, I'm actually just straight up saying that thing. Shadow play can realistically be used as a basically illusions, and those can be real dangerous.
Fair enough.
How did... Okay, let's roll perception empathy. And I want you to roll manipulation subterfuge to see how transparent you are in general.
Isn't it
Really?
manipulation
Yeah.
expression? Or
Charisma
maybe
expression.
charisma expression.
You know, if you're actively trying to convince, yeah, roll your charisma expression. Let's handle it that way.
Like the roll is the same, but I'm like, I think it would charisma expression. Difficulty is 6, I presume.
Yes, 6 will do nicely. Okay, 3 successes. Now let's see if he botches his 10 dice of perception empathy, because if he does, you're in a fun position. There's always a chance, right?
Nope, he sees right through me.
He visibly relaxes. The fuck are you?
Vicissitude.
That's
And
not
then-
what
and
I
then-
asked. Who are you?
I'm Daniel Reed, newest packmate of the local, the pack priest that lives upstairs.
Uh-huh. Malkavian still won't choose a name, eh?
Yes.
Oh well, he has trouble with those, doesn't he? So, are you a little mongrel or are you a La Sombra?
I am a member of Clan La Sombra.
Curious. Don't look like La Sombra, not in that suit. I believe you're still wearing Daniel's clothes.
Yes, my other clothes got torn up. Got torn up.
I see. He looks you up and down. I can't say I'm very impressed, honestly.
Understandably. And I can't exactly go out right now.
What you do now is you fucking dominate him, right? Show him his place.
No,
Just say Neil, you know you want to.
not yet. I have. If he's a member of the Sabbat, which he appears to be, and he also seems to be a Sombra, I'm going to be courteous to him.
Okay. If you want to make polite small talk while you study in the same room, you can roll charisma etiquette.
Sure. Do I have etiquette? I'm pretty sure I have etiquette. Yes, I do.
Let's see which of you is better at it.
I'm guessing him.
I'm not.
Okay, I'm apparently not.
Make your roll. You can.
Nope, you're equally terrible.
You actually managed to form what might one day become some sort of a bond of respect, because it turns out you're both rude assholes, despite your sires trying to beat some etiquette into your heads and get you to actually act like proper La Sombra time and time again.
It's more along the lines of we're both doing it, we're succeeding, but it's not anything impressive.
You just end up talking like, yeah, it's along the lines of, all the other clans suck, good thing we're La Sombra.
Yes.
You're essentially just racist rednecks. Okay, good. Meanwhile, okay, let's take a look at the combat abilities of your Thin Bloods. For completely unimportant reasons, obviously.
Of course, they're completely unimportant. That's why I'm hiding in the cellar.
Mm-hmm. With the most powerful vampire in the town.
I didn't know that yet.
Okay.
Like, I know it's pretty low generation. That's for sure.
Okay. Roll spontaneous insight for something that might come up later. Epic. Okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure that the spark, which was discussed earlier, is somewhere in town, but you can't get a good position on it. It seems like it's flitting all around the place.
Mm-hmm.
So, describe, what are you doing? What kind of a place to stay are you looking for at the moment?
The first thing I was actually going to do before finding a place to stay was try and turn as many of these trust funds and all that, turn that into as much liquid assets as I could.
Huh. Problem with that is you don't really have access to it. It's tied to the...
Wrong. Remember, gained complete access to it. Thanks to destroying a certain small police force that was investigating it.
You haven't set that in motion yet, I believe, or have you? I think that was... that was
like a week ago now, wasn't it?
not... Did you... I didn't give you a week of downtime. I think Daniel managed to fuck things up before then. Or did I? No, I think we continued right away.
I think we might have, yeah.
Maybe.
But hey, luckily you have... yeah, because we wanted to introduce Andrew, right? Because he was one of the Thin Bloods and...
yeah, that's true. Okay, so basically, now I'm getting... I do have access to him, but I need to put it into motion.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'll be doing, so I can see what kind of resources I can try and gather before things happen.
Alright. Okay, let me think. Give me a wits finance roll to see just how you can funnel money out of it. And if you don't have wits, as you appear not to, it's just, or rather finance, then it's just wits at 8.
Let's see how it works. Probably not very well. I should still get some out of it because there's a lot, but I'm not expecting much.
The problem with that is essentially tied to the mansion, but luckily you find a pawnbroker that has become very enterprising given the recent crime spree in the city, and you he tells you that he has a couple of people who have a van and who would be happy to help you out with your little project if you have free access to the house.
Yes, sounds great.
So yes, you can essentially take all the antique furniture and such and essentially grab everything that isn't nailed down.
Yep.
Now the mansion, it was a 3-point merit, right? The way Alexander bought it.
Merit.
Mansion alone was a 3-point merit. Occult library was more, but we're probably not
5
going to touch that.
Background. Not that you'd ever give that away because, you know, masquerade and all that.
Yeah, the occult library you can, in theory, move if you have a spacious enough place.
Yeah, the idea is basically we're just trying to move to a different location at this point.
You would be...
Or at least have a real backup area.
Let's see if any of your Thin Bloods actually have finance. Or, well, with your other peoples, it's really a matter of whether they're gonna be willing to help the player characters. And the Thin Bloods... Do either of you not suck at this? Nope! Good news! Luckily you don't need money as Sabbat, right?
Right.
Totally.
No, that's right.
Okay. We can say that essentially you will get a bunch of money down paid, which you can just essentially, I'm assuming you're going to put it into a new place to live, like a down payment on something, and then you're going to have a probably a dot of resources worth of as the guy gradually sells things that you know got. It's gonna function like him essentially renting a storage unit or a dozen and slowly selling that stuff to not arouse suspicion and giving you your cut.
Yep. That's great.
So yeah. So, with that handled, and you can add a contact and describe it as a shady pawnbroker, incidentally. you can proceed to look for an actual place to stay. There are some houses that have recently been abandoned or are for rent by the people who live there, which could be gotten on the cheap if you wanted to move.
Well, before that, I'm also going to have to make an identity.
An identity, you say?
Yes.
Katrina's or Ken's are probably still active. You could always use them.
That's a great idea. But, doesn't sound as fun.
Okay. How do you wish to proceed about making an identity?
Let's see. I think we'll look at the social security number and everything that I have of Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try and use Eyes of Chaos to find some social security numbers that are not currently in normal circulation. Wow, I just like... bleh.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that then.
What kind of difficulty do you want as base?
I think something like 8. Let's go with 7 if you're spending... Actually, okay, let me think. How long are you spending on this?
This is definitely gonna take some time, so I'm gonna, basically going to spend the rest of this night setting up the identity.
Okay.
So, like, half of that should be for the social security, and then the other half will be about setting up some bank accounts and that kind of stuff, I guess.
In the middle of the night when all the banks are closed.
Actually, some are still open.
Okay.
It just depends on the bank.
We'll see. Go ahead and give me a roll at a base of 6, I guess. Okay. You're able to find a not only the social security of a person that isn't gonna be missed, but someone that in dim lighting could be mistaken for you. More so, if you apply some makeup, you could probably pass for them.
Perfect. And then the rest of the night until, you know, just enough time to get back to the mansion, I'll be just setting up I am a legal citizen of Portuguese. Wait.
That was a level 5, right? Okay, good. Can rituals be used on animals as well?
In theory, yes. Unless specifically they are, you know, for something else. Or require different stuff. You know.
Okay, good.
If there's nothing specific against it, no.
Number of subjects. Perfect. Oh, that works nicely. Oh no, that needs to be one dot higher given the age of the person involved. Good, good, good. Don't worry about thing. It's
I'm not
fine.
worrying about anything. I'm just, you know, doing what I intended to do.
Okay, Katrina has no idea. She's just outside, firing off her gun, wasting the bullets that, what's her face? Bacon's previous character, John, had. Because apparently he had several boxes of bullets, right?
Yeah.
Let's see where they are. Because... Damn it. No, that's Anton. Fuck, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna say that she has like 100 extra rounds. Just for brevity's sake. Oh yes, speaking of the blood, that is gonna be... Well, there's one barrel left, like 7 points. Katrina will have taken a good chunk of it in order to heal her ag. And she is busy. Let's make her rolls for it. Oh, she has no fucking firearms. Great. Okay. Let's see what she can get. And these are difficulty 9, so she's missing most of them. Okay, good to know. So one lucky shot.
Wasn't that one a botch?
Yes, it was. Oh, yes, it was. That one was a botch. She wouldn't care about hurting someone by accident, would she? Okay, and her conscience would be fine anyway. Okay, good. Alright, so Daniel. Give me a perception alertness at 9. I think you rolled 4 previously on perception alertness, and you have 2 in that, by the way.
I rolled 2 times, is the problem.
Ah. Okay. You hear nothing. Alright. Wits medicine. A difficulty 9, but she has no idea what to do.
How is she even allowed to roll?
Because she has seen a paramedic TV show. You're supposed to put pressure on them on, but then they can't breathe. What do? What's the chance for thin blood to turn someone? 1 in 5?
Depends on how thin their blood is, but I think it is 1 in 5, if I remember right.
Okay, excellent. I need to draw a new sheet.
The 1 in 5 worked.
So 15th gen, get! Congratulations!
Possibly so weak down the bloodline that they can use stamina for sunlight.
They can. 15th gen is where that's at.
Yay. And can eat, and all this good stuff.
So, disciplines.
They're terrible at them.
Okay. Let's go with potence for the 3rd. Be completely random. Well, I'll draw that up later. I just need to find an appropriately creepy picture. So that goes on, and meanwhile, you have heard nothing. Okay, eventually towards the morning, you return, and you are done with the library.
Oh, wait. Oh. Yeah, 15 gens straight up cannot sire anyone else.
Yes, indeed.
They can have sex, though. They create
This is true.
vampires.
One-track mind, Jackalord. One-track mind.
No, I mean, seriously, it's one of the things they can do. Don't understand why you would ever want to do it, but hey, there you go.
No.
Great monstrosities.
Let's go with someone who isn't like... Okay, this dude will do. Okay. So, describe as you return home and you come out of your basement, Daniel. Daniel, what do you do? Where do you go? Don't worry, I can multitask.
I can't exactly walk around town right now. I'm going to ask. So, can I see? Why are there two Ken Cobbs around?
There isn't even a one at this point.
There are two of them. Two Ken Cobb.
Well, they're very Cobb and kind of Ken, so you know.
Like. Yeah, I'm like, but yeah, has the pack priest come home yet? Here yet?
Not that you know of. No one seems to be here.
Strange.
I'm sure
So
it's fine.
By the way, did I find out what Carlo Thompson was doing here in town?
Who?
Carlo, in the basement.
No. You didn't talk much besides exchanging pleasantries.
Yeah, by the way, I'm going to ask him what does he even do in town anyway?
Wow, you are new, huh?
Yeah, I haven't met you or there. Just arrived.
I see. Actually, no, fuck that. Dominate it is. Hey, keep an eye on you, children. Make sure you don't fuck up.
Okay.
Don't worry, this isn't a permanent thing. I'm gonna be moving on when I'm done relaxing here.
Oh, sure. Oh. Yeah. You do that. Goes upstairs.
Sure. Okay, you are upstairs in the front room. There is a dead pigeon on top of one of the barrels.
I examined the dead pigeon.
It looks like it's been shot. Roll perception investigation, tell more. Okay. It looks abnormally large compared to some of the pigeons you have seen. And digging around in its chest, you pull out what looks like a 9mm slug.
Okay.
I just thought that, okay, that's random, but okay.
I throw the bird in the trash.
Okay, you go to the kitchen and feed it down the trash compactor. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I'm going to check the barrels of blood, what was in them.
One of the barrels is completely empty, the other appears to be unopened.
Check inside it.
You check inside it, it still appears to be fine.
Fresh blood.
Well, not quite so fresh anymore, since it was, from last day, but still drinkable.
Yeah, okay. I'd have to spend 1 point of blood. God damn it. The fucking weird thing about...
What are you trying to do?
Again. You know what, it becomes really small and fucked up.
No, what are you trying to do?
I'm going to check what my blood pool was.
Ah.
To remove that one.
You already drank at the beginning of night, though.
Yes, but I'd remove. I just wonder. I'll take 3 points of blood from the barrel.
All right. 3 points it is. Okay, that's 6, 7 total in that. Okay, good. She drawn up. Okay, how many did you take now?
What did you say?
I drew up a sheet for the new guy that got turned.
Okay, I heard throwing up.
No. How much blood did you take?
3 points.
Okay, so there's 4 left.
Yes.
Okay, so you have set up a bank account under the new name and have indeed started to arrange things. In fact, the pawnbroker has arranged for you to have officially a part-time position through which you can draw funds, so you have a legal paper trail for that. You're pretty sure with your good judge of character that he's fleecing you to high heavens and that, as a result, does not mind doing that.
But little does he realize, I don't actually care too much about the money.
Meanwhile, Daniel, you see 3 or 4 workers just casually walking through the front door and head upstairs.
Okay. Can I attempt to... I'm going to buff my dexterity to 4. And I'm going to shadow them.
Roll dexterity
White
stealth to be unnoticed.
That's 5 dice.
And also, give me a roll of perception alertness. Again, this time at... well, roll at 6.
Nope.
One of them goes out, hey, dude, right, what name did you give him, Epic? The pawnbroker. Actually, yeah, they tell you Epic's new assumed name. Yeah, that guy told us to come here.
That reminds me, I need to go look up an assumed name.
I can use the random name generator.
Good, I was about to do as well.
Yeah, it's Lionel Hall.
Hall.
Yes, he told us that this was cool. He's selling some of the property.
Yeah, they do look like, you know, kinda... Did you have a black hair, dark face, you know? Very...
Dude, we didn't even see him. We just have our orders. We have work to do. Just... You trusting bastard. What if it was a Camarilla plot?
Then I guess he would let it through, apparently.
Looks like!
I'm going to go to downstairs and... I'm going to go downstairs. Hey, by the way, ask...
No one appears to be there.
Mr. Thompson, do you have the pack priest number?
He takes in a deep breath, slowly lets it out, looks you in the eye and says, leave.
Failed at the 23. Nah,
He just...
I leave instantly.
You hear him mutter behind you, fucking asshole, I'm not your secretary.
So I leave the library. I'm going to find one of the thin bloods and ask, do you have the pack priest number?
None of them appear to be within easy reach.
As in, are they up in a tree?
As in, you can find them. The party seems to have died down outside. Ken apparently isn't there.
Huh. Okay. I'm going to ask one of the... They're probably like dismantling shit right now.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to ask them, hey, could you give me the number of the of your employer, I'd like to ask him a few questions.
Dude, just... God damn it, did I... Yes, just ask Lionel, okay? Just call him and straighten it out. I don't want to get in the middle of this, and neither does my employer.
You know. So dominate one was manipulation, intimidation, difficulty, willpower.
Yes.
Willpower. Yes. I would very much like you to give me the number of your employer.
Okay, roll for it.
At 8, at 6, since I'm going to ask you. Okay, you adjust the difficulty for his willpower rating.
Okay. Okay. He takes the coat, the fur coat he's currently holding, and drapes it across your arms. Takes the lamp from the table next to the bed, places it on your hands, and just starts piling stuff on top of them. Just rapidly in a frenzy.
I'm going to relinquish the command. Like, I ask you for the number of the number.
We have rule. Make another roll to see if you can get him to relinquish command, because he's so into this, as you got more than 5 successes, that he is currently counting as distracted, and difficulty has gone up by 5, or rather by 2, and at that point, no, he stops. So, you asked for a number this time, right?
Yes. I said give me the number last time too.
No, you put emphasis on give.
To be fair, he has to put emphasis on a single word.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I'll put emphasis on number this time.
Let's roll a arbitrary intelligence dice. He looks confused and slowly speaks out a number and looks at you as if... Is that what you want?
Just go away now after I write down the number.
Achievement unlocked, Masquerade Breach.
To be fair, weirdest masquerade breach achievement.
That would be a really weird masquerade breach. It's a guy asking a number.
Oh, no, it's weird because you have to remember that Dominate is very overt if you're not careful with it. And that was... It was overt, but at the same time, I think he would be just having questions about what's going on in his life.
He goes outside, just backs away from you. You hear footsteps rapidly going down the corridor outside.
He's probably thinking, is something wrong with me? Is he some kind of master hypnotist? What just happened? The heck? I don't know how to explain what just occurred.
How much willpower does Ken have? Oh, he's 14 Gen. And that, and good. Ah, crap, it fucked things up again. But that's okay. Let's just roll some arbitrary stuff to see how long a completely undisclosed thing would take.
This is a surprisingly large amount of dice.
Okay, perfect. So little while. Good to know. Okay, I'm gonna step away for a second. It's time we split the video and took a 2-minute break. So we'll be right back.